Welcome to Behind the Track. My name is Maddie Lucy, and today we are here with Molly Grace. Molly Grace, welcome to Belmont Tracks.
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Great. So to start things off, I'm really interested in your songwriting process and overall your creative process. Tell me a little bit about what that's like.
Yeah, so it kind of differs depending on the day, but typically in terms of my songwriting process, I really like to start with a chord progression or something that I can just kind of loop and then start like finding where the melody falls and the rhythm, and then usually like the lyric will be born out of like the melodic rhythm that I figure out. I've been trying to do a lot more co-writes lately because I find that they're a great way to take all my little like half-baked ideas in my notes app and actually turn them into something, but that's kind of what my creative process looks like.
That's amazing. So you mentioned to me that you were a commercial voice major here at Belmont. So tell me a little bit about what your Belmont experience has been and how that has influenced your music and creating, and whether you've gotten some co-writes through that maybe, or just your overall experience here. How has that contributed to your musical journey?
Yes, I could rant about how lovely it is to be a commercial voice major all day. But it really has shaped me a lot as a musician. Something I really like about the commercial music major is that you have an emphasis. So in addition to studying voice and studying music and really growing as a musician, I also get to take classes in Curb, which have just been invaluable, and those have been some of my favorite classes that I've taken at Belmont. And I think, like many people at Belmont say, it's about the people, and I've met the best people both like in the School of Music and in the Curb College. I mean, my band here were both people I met through Belmont, so it's great.
That's amazing. That's so awesome to hear. And I want to ask a little bit about your song, Women's Intuition. What was that sort of process like, writing that song specifically? Because it was an amazing performance.
Oh, thank you so much. So that one, I had like the idea of a song I wanted to write. I was like, I want to write a song that's like a little cheeky, a little funky. And I kind of like came up with that little like, dum, dum, da, 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 that little bluesy idea. And then it just kind of was born from there. With that song, actually, I had a first draft that I wrote like very quickly in like 15 minutes that I loved, but then I was like, this can be a little bit better. And that was actually the first time I like revised a song with it before just like taking it as it was off my notes app. But yeah.
That's awesome. Well, it was absolutely fantastic to be able to hear it here at Belmont Tracks. Now, while we're currently filming this, you are actually on tour. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you a little bit about how that experience is like to not only be able to go on tour, but be able to have that opportunity while you're still a full-time student here at Belmont. What has that experience been like for you?
Yes, it's been amazing. It's been a little bit crazy, of course, because like I'm a full-time student and I'm going on tour. I actually leave tomorrow for our second leg, which I'm very excited about. I've been very blessed that my teachers have been very understanding about it, and I think that's what's great about going to like a music school. Obviously, it's not an excused absence to leave to go on tour, but they definitely are proud of me and are supportive of me. We went to Chicago and like the Midwest about a month ago, and literally I forgot I had an assignment due like on Friday at midnight, and so I was like up at sound check, then I like ran down to the green room and was like filling out a project, and then like up at the merch table figuring out things, then I went back down and turned it in. But in case you guys were curious, I did get like a 90 on it, so.
Well, that is fantastic to hear. We love getting those good grades. So I'm very curious to know as well, if you could have a dream collaboration with anybody. This industry is so large. We have so many amazing people in this industry, not only here at Belmont, but also just in the industry in general. What would be your dream collaboration, whether that's a co-write, like you mentioned earlier, or just a dream artist that you'd love to work with?
That is a loaded question because there are so many people that I admire. I'll give one artist and I'll give one producer. Production-wise, I'm loving Dan Negro right now. He does Chapel Roan and Olivia Rodrigo and Conan Gray, and I just love what he's doing. Very playful, very fun. And then in terms of artists, I would say Remi Wolf.
Oh, I love Remi Wolf. That is fantastic.
We have an album coming.
Oh, yes, that's so exciting. Now, I have to ask before we go, what is next for Molly Grace? What can the viewers at home expect from you next?
Yes, well, graduating in May, if all things go to plan and I finish my well core. But next for me, I'm working on an album currently, which I'm very excited about, my first like full-length project. So I'm writing that right now, finishing out tour, and hopefully my future looks like a lot more touring because I've been really loving that. And, you know, just making lots more music. That's
Well,
what you can
awesome.
expect.
Well, we will look forward to it for sure. Thank you so much
Yay,
for
of
being
course,
here
thank
today.
you.
And my name is Maddie Lucy, and this has been Behind the Track.